Driver San Francisco is the fifth and as of today the last mainline entry in the series that had most of its success almost 25 years ago. You play as John Tanner, an undercover cop and a former race driver. The story itself plays right after Driver 3 and begins with the main antagonist Jericho being freed from a prison transport. Tanner and his partner decide to chase him down, but end up in a position where they are the ones being chased. That results in a crash and Tanner falling into a coma. From there on, most of the game and its story around solving the Jericho case happens inside Tanner's coma dreams. And the game takes advantage of that circumstance gameplay-wise as well, with the introduction of the shift mechanic. The shift mechanic lets you leave Tanner's body behind in an autopilot mode and take control of every civilian NPC car in the city. And this is necessary, or at least can be used to finish every kind of mission in this game. For example, in a car chase you can try to crash them normally, or just take over another car from the oncoming traffic and just crash that into your targets. And I think I don't have to tell you how broken this mechanic can be in a street race. But besides that, the core gameplay, which is the driving, feels amazing, with enough depth to it so you can't just hold down the button to accelerate all the time, while still being arcadey enough so you don't have to be afraid to lose control over your car all the time. Unless you play a mission where you have to drive over dusty side tracks. Because then it feels like you're driving a boat, especially when you try to take a turn, while the AI still drives like they're on a regular road. And even though this was the only real negative gameplay aspect I noticed, it was still really frustrating. The world you will drive around in is, as the name suggests, the road network of San Francisco, and Driver's interpretation of the city and its surroundings still holds up today, even graphics wise, and the attention to detail really impressed me sometimes, like the amount of dialogue you can get when shifting into random civilian cars, that even changes depending on how you drive. To sum everything up, I enjoyed my around 10 hours I spent with Driver San Francisco, even though I never felt like I really wanted to play more than a chapter at once. So if you are looking for an open world racing game with a cinematic action story and a fair amount of challenge, Driver San Francisco will be worth your time. If you watched until now, thank you for that. Maybe consider liking and subscribing if you don't want to miss any of my future videos, and tell me your opinion on Driver San Francisco in the comments. And I hope to see you next time.